Hey all, it's Ingrid and I'm back with my December Daily page 2. And here I'm just showing some papers that I pulled out of some paper packs. The first is the crepe paper peppermint. Then next I'm showing here is the pink paisley snow village. And lastly, it's the North Pole production by the Paper Studios. And again, I am just cutting out my background page using my template that I showed you guys yesterday. When I'm done with the layout, as you guys can see, it's a little busy, but I'm overall happy with the process of it. I think next time I would have picked a background that was a little bit less busy, since my pictures are kind of on the busy side. And I go back and forth in the middle of the video. You'll see trying to decide whether I wanted to keep one picture or do both. And I think that if I would have just done one, I think it would have turned out better. The paper I'm cutting here is from the Peppermint collection of crepe paper, and I end up not using it even though I really like this paper, and so I'm sure I'll use it somewhere else. What I did do is I layered the back. It's going to have a light blue snowflake print, and then I have a green, like kind of chevron-y, and it's like green and gold. And then lastly, it's going to be a gold reindeer, and that's the one from Pink Paisley. And that is such a pretty paper pack, the whole thing. And actually, when I was going through it, I had already picked the papers from the other two, and then I was thinking I should have just done it all from that paper pad because it's just beautiful. So anyways, here I'm just kind of looking at how I want it to lay out, and I'm going to take my Tim Holtz Distresser and kind of just mark up the edges so that it looks more worn and rustic. I'm just playing around here with the placement of everything, and I end up, I think, recutting it. I'm not sure, and it doesn't stay the way that I have it there. I end up cutting the reindeer paper out even thinner. Here I'm just looking through my silhouette cuts that I have, and I pulled out a few different ones, but I end up using one that I think kind of resembles kind of a snow. It's a flower, but it kind of reminded me of a snowflake, and so I thought it helped, especially since it's all white in it. I felt it helped to balance out the busyness of the rest of the page. And here's where I'm kind of going back and forth. And this layout took me a little longer than the last one. I think it's because I used a lot more pattern papers. The patterns were more bold, and so I kept trying to make it work. And so I cut that out of the video. And you can see there, that's when I'm trying to go back and forth of one or two pictures. I'm going to make a nest here with using some red and white twine, and then I'm going to, on top of it, place a bottle cap from, I believe it's Recollections from Michaels. Also, I have a paper clip here that I think it's from Tim Holtz, but I'm not 100% sure. I've had it for a very long time, and I originally had decided that I was going to use the numbers to be all the same. And as of right now, I don't think I'm going to do that, but we'll see with page 3 how it comes out. And so here I just decided to go ahead and glue it down and stop messing with it. And because I feel like this one went a little bit longer than the first day. I think I overthought it, like is my normal nature. And it ran a little longer. It was still under an hour. I think yesterday's was maybe a 30-minute, 35-minute, and this was about 45 minutes. So still decent on time for me anyways, but, hopefully I can get that down. And you'll see here on both of the background papers, I actually dog-eared the bottoms of them, and so I just kind of distressed it a little bit. And turned it over. And I distressed it just kind of goes with the distressing of the edges, I suppose. Here I'm taking the Color Shine and Tinsel, the same that I used yesterday, and kind of just splattering it around. And this time I covered up the peppermint candy little embellishment, but I purposefully did those two like darker splotches that you see on the bottom right hand corner, and I don't know, but I actually just really like those two. I know they're just paint splotches, but I thought they were really cute. Anyways, here I think I'm looking at, oh, I end up actually not using my fine line bottle that I said I was having problems with. I think I need to go to Hobby Lobby and just find maybe the yellow cap one, because it's not working out for me. I keep messing around with it. So, and I'm just using my Scotch Quick Dry there. And here I'm going to go ahead and nestle that, the twine, and then put the bottle cap on top of it. And in the meantime, I just have the bottle cap resting on some wax paper so that it won't stick, even though it did stick a little bit. So I'm just messing with it, making sure that the twine is sticking out where you can see it, and I'm just about done. What I didn't show was that I journaled and then cut it out into strips. And I think I've seen quite a few people do that, Jen Show and Victoria Marie. So anyways, I hope you like the video. Please subscribe. Please like.